We are looking at two Japanese folding screens with illustrations from the Tale of Genji depicted at the top of each panel. What I'd like to talk about is an artistic device used to depict this tale. You'll notice in every illustration there is some sort of barrier dividing the space into sections. But why? Screens, railings, windows, these are all important in the story. Barriers are really significant. It provides a way to divide space, to separate men and women, to create an obstacle for someone to move past. This folding screen was made during the Edo period in the 18th century, but the Tale of Genji was written during the Heian period, so around 794 to 1185. And this was a time of courtly sophistication and propriety, and honestly, Japanese society was divided into spaces. So we already have barriers. You have the public and exterior environments that were dominated by men. They would leave the home and go out into the workplace and leave their courtly lives. And then you have the private and interior environments, the home life inhabited by women. So in each illustration on the screen, it's composed from a bird's eye view, referred to as the blown-off roof perspective. It's called fukinuki yatai. And this is done so that we, the viewer, can see both interior and exterior spaces simultaneously. Fukinuki yatai, along with the odd angles created by sliding doors, screens, and railings, they serve as metaphors for the drama and emotions felt by the characters being depicted. In fact, if you look closely at the faces of the figures, they're almost expressionless. There's actually a set formula set in place for the faces of these figures, where you have a line for the eyes and a hook for the nose. In Japanese, it's referred to as hikime kakibana. So again, the emotion and drama being depicted, it's all played out through the setting and the placement of the figures within the setting. And all of this is done to convey a key concept in the Tale of Genji. It's called mono no aware. It literally means the pathos of things. Mono no aware embodies the idea that any experience, good or bad, can be moving, and that is just part of being human. So we know that barriers and screens play a key role in the Tale of Genji, and here we have the Tale of Genji depicted on a folding screen. Displaying this story on an actual screen emphasizes that we too have barriers in our actual lives. They don't have to be fictional, and that we need to move past them and find beauty in the little fleeting moments that life has to offer.